Okay, I'm back. It's time to explore some more. Let's see. I believe I was just going to go along this side, explore the interior here, and then in here, and then up here. Yeah, alright. Let's see. Need some stones for rested. Where did I drop my stones, man? Probably left a campfire somewhere. There's another one. Here we go. Perfect. I think I'm going to use this opportunity this time as we get more into the Black Forest views and such. A little bit in the later biomes to talk more about Hilda's quest as an update on the whole. I think the update was overall a net positive, but every update has been a net positive so far. I got a comment somewhat recently, I guess, that was on one of my Ashlands news or Ashlands teaser videos. Talking about why I would hype up Ashlands after everything, and you know, the absurd amount of teasers that we got and all that. And that's because of the easy layup phenomenon with a lot of these teasers. A lot of times we will get teased on something, and there will be an easy connotation surrounding it. It's like, oh, well, this means this, obviously. And I don't think there's any fault to the player base for thinking that if you tease this giant hook-looking thing in the Mistlands, that we'll be able to use it for something. Or if you tease that we'll have these friendly little fellows called the Verger in the Mistlands, that we might be able to trade with them amicably. And if we see a whole thing, a build with all these unique looking dock pieces, and then one of the devs says, hey, we'll be able to use all of the build pieces teased, that you'd think we'd be able to get the dock pieces. And none of those things happened. And there's actually like more to the Mistlands that was easy layup missed. There's quite a bit, sadly. The loot table and the infested mines were buffed and they're still bad. That's a big oof. Is this a... what is this? Is this a burial chamber? What am I looking at here? It's gotta be a burial chamber, right? Yeah, I see the skeletons. That's really cool. I'm getting ready, y'all. And so it's important for later updates, when Iron Gate might be polishing up the game after the 9 biomes are done with their initial construction. It's important to go back to what was teased initially and say, hey, this is just like the easiest edition ever. That probably should have been in the base update. I understand that it's an early access and that you're doing what you can with a small team, but this was shown to us as a teaser, and you know, like, why would it be shown to us if it was just some random visual? Usually never happens. So it's probably an idea that got scrapped. Maybe bring that back, or like implement it in a way that's mechanically beneficial to us Vikings, you know. They say that the game is designed for solo play. Oh, it's solo play. We don't want to make anything that's not organized or not designed for something that's not solo play. Check out this river. Oh, we've already seen that river. Okay. We've seen that river. Yep, nice river. Let's actually go in here. Let's go in the middle here. And just dock. So yeah, there are a lot of things where if something's designed, there's a troll there. If something's designed for solo play, okay, that's fine, that's fair. I can understand that. We're now taking in mind the quote-unquote just a singular dev design policy from Iron Gate, which is interesting because almost every other time there is no singular dev design policy. I mean, most of the dev design like around certain things is around compromise between some of the devs that have different dev design policies. So, portals, for example, iconic part, you might imagine. There we go. The way that portals work right now are because of compromise between two devs with different design principles at hand. So one of them wanted to make the game very hardcore, and there were groups that said, hey, no portals. Okay. And there are also other groups that wanted, or other individuals that said, yes, portals, and not only that, but yes, portals, and we should be able to portal anything at all, everywhere. And so we got the compromise of the portals that work today, with some mats being unportalable, mainly just ingots and ores, but also dragon eggs and such, the Dverger extractor. Ooh, it looks like we're getting some good views here. Maybe we can get some good views. That's tough. That's pretty cool. Hang on. Yeah, like right here would be a good view. That's sick. Very cool, very nice. Oh, we can get like the character in the frame for this? Very cool. Very cool indeed. And so why am I saying all this? Why am I mentioning all this background in context for Hilder's quest? Well, I don't think anybody would be so uninclined to believe that when we see mini bosses that we're probably going to get materials from them that will have mechanical benefits that will go for the solo experience, because that's what they say they designed for. So if we get mechanical benefits as a reward from side quests, that being like mini bosses or what have you, directly from them, or as a reward from Hilda herself, or both, I think people actually thinking both is pretty reasonable. I definitely thought we were going to have room for both. And we got none of that. We didn't get any of that. The rewards that we got from Hilda herself actually benefit co-op more than solo. Just mechanically, they're mechanically incentivized towards co-op, which again is against what they say that it's going to be for. But then again, what the official stance is for Hilda's quest is actually extremely insipid and just like it feels like anti-gamer. It just feels like this is ridiculous. Like their stance is Hilda's quest doesn't need to have mechanical incentivizations because it's optional. It is optional content, therefore the rewards can be just mechanically meaningless for our central design philosophy in terms of our preferred method of play, our intended method of play. And that is so ass backwards, it is shocking. Shocking how ass backwards that is. Sometimes they will also cite, they being, I guess, just singular, Smithy will say that, Smithy will say, and he has said, but we can't find it anymore because the Discord's been hacked. He has said in the past that we're not going to fill in the gaps of weapons in the tiers because we don't want the game to feel bloated. We don't want it to feel like an MMO. Which is, you know, silly because Root Harnesque, Fenris stuff, still good. Frostner, still good. Like, might even still be good in Ashlands. Like, Frostner was still good all the way up until early half of the Mistlands. Iron Sledge being good in situations from swamps, again, to also the early half of the Mistlands. Iron Gate are actually really good at designing side grades that are useful biome to biome to biome. And we have, at any given opportunity, at any given biome, there are viable gear, like after a certain point, that's just more than the amount of a normal biome's worth of gear anyway. So we already have quite a lot, just in general. To say no more of this good design, no more of this fun that you're having with all of these mats is just really weird, especially because it's like not too hard to make like a couple of new things that would be good. Like I've theory crafted and suggested them time after time. Another easy one would be, well, it's Hildur. She's a Dvergr. Okay. She has access to this Dvergr technology. We know she has, at the very least, access to runes. Rune carving, right? Rewards from her could have been access to a new magic table. So, we have the Galder table later. We could have had access to the Sather table, which I think I'm getting that right, but that's like the opposite half of Icelandic magic, Galder being one of them and Sather being the other. I'm probably getting that wrong, but it's two halves regardless, and there is a second half, and we might get in the Ashlands, but we could have just stuck with Galder, and we still might be sticking with Galder, and it could just be that it could be that we're never getting the Sather. Or we could be getting it in Deep North. Who knows? Oceans. I don't know. But there's a thing. It could also very, very easily be from Hildur. And then we could have gotten early magic. We could have also, through one of the bosses or chests as well, gotten access to an earlier crossbow so that we can level that and have good early natural progression rather than like grinding those levels out later in order to make amazing use of them. Just, you know, arbitrary grind doesn't feel good. It's mechanically incentivized grind, so it's there. We're going to do it. But 10 out of 10 times, I'm going to prefer natural progression and just playing the game. But I'm not going to do that at an arbitrary deficit. Do you know what I mean? This is a cool part. This is kind of cool, this riverside. But yeah, we didn't get the access to the early Arbalest. We didn't get anything from the mini-bosses in terms of good drops. That could be like a unique material to make something cool. Like, obviously Zillan Thunger could have been a really cool Plains tier sledge or something. Like, all these things could be really interesting, and then you could apply elements to them that would make them good. Like, I don't know, Plains tier I suggested poison sledge, just because the poison element is just best on something that's really slow and effective like that. And considering you're hitting a lot of enemies through barriers, breakable or not, with sledges for optimal use. Ooh. This is interesting. We have a river here. Oh, it's this river. Ooh. Let's sail it. Yeah, considering you're smacking enemies through barriers already in places that you're already pretty safe, letting the poison tick out with a sledge is just solid. You're not losing anything from it. Like, most of the time you're going to be in dungeons anyway, so you're not worried about enemies just randomly spawning behind you, like in Overworld, if you take too long with encounters. So a poison sledge would actually be quite nice. It would work. Let's see. We didn't get that from Zolanthunger, we didn't get that. But in the sealed tower anyway, which is by far my favorite part of the actual Hilder's Quest part of the update, is eggs, early eggs. And you can get these eggs wicked early. Like, you could do that dungeon without having even killed Bone Mass pretty comfortably. By getting some nice early silver, stag breaking or what have you. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well I have Frostner, I have full Fenris, Root Harness fully upgraded, I've got, you know, Locke's Cape, I have Ooze Bombs, I've got my Abyssal Harpoon, I have AoE for days, I've got my Iron Sledge, quality 4, I've got Iron At Gear, quality 4. I can handle the sealed tower at that point, and I can actually get a good selection of eggs. And then, with all of the egg-related food, that early, except for mushroom omelets, being able to use that just for building or basic adventuring through past biomes for gathering is huge. Because it's so renewable, and then you can focus on farming other things for stockpile, like a seed bank or something, or you could focus them for actually just feeding the chickens to keep that farm like better off, you know what I mean? It's a cool spot. Let's see how this field is. Haven't really checked out this field up there, so I'll probably do that. But yeah, the rewards that we actually get from Hilda's Quest, other than the amazing early eggs, are clothes that increase your building and farming. And they're terrible in combat. And what that means is, if you get raided, you know, it's a bad time. You know, just not incentivized, not good for raiding. Let's dock here and explore up. What's going on in here? So if you get raided, it's not good. So in regular old normal mode, regular solo play, not very incentivized. I've even made, in my latest playthrough, I made my central farm was my old base. Just getting, my getting started base. That area, ooh, that's cool. Look at that. That's a view. That's pretty cool. But that area I made unraidable because there just weren't enough raid structures for it to be counted as a base. You have to have 3 or more of them, and I had 2 at any given time. So I didn't have to worry about bats, I didn't have to worry about anything except for night spawns. Night spawns with poison could just fuck your shit up like Greater Shamans. So you gotta be worried about that. That's a cool spot right there. But I gotta get into the interior. I've already seen this Riverside stuff. And even though I made it unraidable, I was not interested in the slightest with the Hilder's clothes, other than just pure fashion. And that is simply because the increased stamina did not matter for my 2 stamina food have an ass. It just does not matter. And it's not incentivized to have anything other than 2 stam, 1 health until you hit mislands with either food. Or if you're in co-op, and that's part of the first co-op incentivization there. Doesn't matter food-wise until you're in co-op. So stamina-wise, just getting that sorted out. You know, things are already pretty sorted. For farming, I only had to have my stam go back up one time. Even when doing all the barley and all of that. So, being physically in the plains, at risk of being hunted, did I want to, even when I had my largest crop rotation, did I want that extra stamina? No. No, I didn't. Because there was just one extra stam go. Unless, and here's the second co-op thing, unless I had a larger than usual crop to rotate. When would I have that in co-op? I would have that in co-op when I have more mouths to feed as a farmer, or as a chef, as I would be. So, it's just not working well. It's just not working well in the solo design thing. These Hilda rewards are mechanically rewarding only in co-op. And yet they will say we want to make it for a solo experience. Well, you didn't. You just didn't. Other than the fucking sealed tower rewards, which are just purely the sealed tower. You don't even have to talk to Hilda to get the eggs. You can just find the sealed tower. Although Hilda shows you, marks you sealed towers on the maps, which is good. But yeah, other than doing that one, maybe zero Hilda interaction, the rewards that you actually get for completing the quest are either like nonsensically not there, or are designed in a way that is contrary to their own communicated dev philosophy that apparently they all agree on. Because I haven't seen any compromising, they've been pretty steadfast in saying, hey, we're designing this towards solo. They also say that they design a lot of, they test new biomes off of a quality 1 gear of the last biome, which is curious, interesting. But it's fine, I guess. Like, they're basically just saying, hey guys, why don't you just go and get good? Which is fair, and I get that. This might be why, like, certain weapons, when you max them out, are just so satisfying to use. But anyway, good strategy and secondary properties more than pure upgrade levels. Although upgrades do matter. I made a video on that. The percentages that go up at reasonable skill levels for an experienced player. So just like most people, now that Valheim's been out for a while on early access, the percentages that go up for like really important strategic moves, so like accurate middle mouse, or just like even DPS calculations for like getting a stagger and then killing like fallings with like silver sword or black metal sword, the percentages are a huge gain every single time. And then that gets modified through sneak attack. Of course, accurate middle mouse is 6 times modifier. It gets modified so much, and the enemies are only, it's like the highest ones now have 1500 HP non-starred. So our stuff being like higher, up to like 18 higher, but then put through the modifiers, you could get like easily, what is it, like 6%? Like a huge, it's more than that. It's like in many instances double-digit percent higher effectiveness, which is absolutely nuts. Like if you saw in like a Diablo-esque stat reader or just stat UI, oh, this does like 10-12% more effectiveness, like, or if something said boosts 6% effectiveness, and then also like with a backstab 18% more effectiveness on this thing or that, whenever you upgraded it, people would be like, oh hell yeah, and they would upgrade it every time. Now there is literally no downside to upgrading, so other than speedruns There's not really reason to not upgrade your shit. People will play quick styles that are fun to watch, but the people that do play quick styles, they're not going to go out and admit, like, man, I'm not really incentivized to not upgrade my stuff. It's like, no, they are. They just don't feel like doing it. It works out for them most of the time, but, you know, they just don't feel like doing it. It's always good, though. So yeah, man, what would out of a ranking, what would I give Hilder's Quest? Well, the World Modifiers are incredible, I have to say. Being able to do all this stuff is phenomenal, but that's almost separate to Hilder's Quest, even though it came in the same update, which is fine. Like, the Hilder's Quest itself is really bad. All of the, like, fashion is just outdone by the Brenna trophy in terms of, like, decoration and looking good. The Brenna trophy is just ridiculous. Like, I kind of wish that I could almost do, like, a Dead Razor modification where I have the Brenna trophy and just hold that. Or maybe make a custom lantern with Brenna trophy, like a custom Dvergr lantern from Hilder. Man, that would be cool. That's something that's not an easy layup missed, but it would be a cool later edition, I would think. You know, I don't hold it against Iron Gate for not thinking of, like, the weird creative shit that I think of, but the obvious stuff, like literally putting any mechanically incentivized reward for actually doing the quest line. Oh boy! In terms of solo play, of course. You know, the clothes almost didn't have mechanical rewards either. Jay Smars added them in late because he felt like they should have it. Base Jay Smars, by the way. Let's see, that's decent view, but not as much as I thought. We're getting into, oh yeah, we're kind of surrounding this spot now, which is cool. We've got Eikthyr in the middle there. Ooh. Oh no, that way is water, and then this way is the... And then we got the mountain there. Okay. Interesting. Let's keep going north. Hopefully we don't get too much fog and stuff, you know? Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, Hilder's Quest itself. Oh, man. I'd give it a 5. For the lack of rewards. Seal Tower was great, but that's like 1/3 of the thing. The actual process of doing the quest itself is fun, with all the bosses, the mini bosses and such. That's cool. Zillan Thunger just by far and away the best one, but the Brenna trophy is magnificent. Gerhafa is just okay. Gerhafa is very cheesable. Like, Zillan Thunger aren't very cheesable at all, but Gerhafa incredibly cheesable with ooze bombs and shit. Okay, we're getting to an interesting spot. Like, what is out there? Ooh, shipwreck. Cool. What is out there? Maybe it's attached there, probably, so I'll just keep... Oh, I see. This is over here. Let's just complete this coastline and keep looking. We got some islands out there. There's probably the big mountain. Yeah, the big mountain. Let's just check out here, just looking for leviathans. I can also get rested on this rock. Yeah, the actual quest itself is good, but just being rewarded for it is key. It's such basic game design. It's a gigantic failure not to do it. I almost want to say, like, in the future, I'm probably just going to call it Sealed Tower. Like, Scales has already started calling it Sealed Tower. Sealed Tower plus World Modifiers, and that's honestly what it is. Like, Sealed Tower is so cool. And, yeah, I already mentioned how good, like, early eggs are. But, man, like, doing that type of run, like Sealed Tower before pre-Bone Mass is going to be so sick. It's going to be such a cool run to do, guys. Like, I might do that with my friends, just like, alright, we're just post-Elder. You know, we found Hilder, we did, Smoldering Tomb. We'll do all of our mountain stuff, and then we'll go do Sealed Tower. You know, we'll go do Howling Cavern with all that standard mountain stuff. Now it's time. Sealed Tower. My god. Should be wicked fun. I love all these sort of, it seems like in my community and such, they're being called progression breaks, which I don't mind. I usually just call it non-linear gameplay. But progression break sounds good. Like, progression break. That's cool. I like that. Has impact to it. Non-linear gameplay doesn't roll off the tongue, per se. Oh, stupid rock. I wonder if we can get all sorts of different views from this different part of the mountain. Let's go up and see. Here, might as well wear full Fenris for that. I mean, fashion-wise, I love the Root Harnesk. Mind you, oh yeah, fashion-wise, I already look good and have all sorts of benefits with what I have. Light-wise, I can play completely optimal without crafting a single piece of equipment other than, or crafting a single piece of heavy equipment other than the Drake Helm. And I look amazing. I look fashionable. I don't have to sacrifice anything mechanically to look fashionable. So, again, like the Hilder stuff, like why would I use this fashionable stuff if it's not going to really benefit me? Check this village out. Check this village out. Holy shit. Check this village out. This is sick. Check this shit out. I love a good frosted over village, man. That looks good. What a nice spot. Right next to Black Forest and everything. Oh, it's so sick. That's so good. It's tough to get everything in the shot. Here we go. Let's get Serpent Scale Shield on too, because it's already very bright. Great village. Let's get the shot from above from the mountainside too. Hopefully it's not blizzarding. Ooh, we even have this little Black Forest tower there. It's so nice. Oh, it's hard to get like the good angle of everything. That's not bad. Now that we're in the mountains, put the lantern back on. Very nice. So yeah, fashion, like I already got fashion, I'm good. Ooh, wolves, dangerous area. Another one. She him in on my apple until I light it, I don't know. Ignore that. Let's see what else we have in store for us over here. Check that full Fenris speed though, by the way. I noticed that shit. Ooh! Surely I already took note of this view. There's no way. Right? What a view, man. What a view. That's sick. Okay, let's go. Very nice. Loving these views. Loving these views. Oh, and what's over here? This is a cool spot to build too. Right on the cusp of the mountain, but not quite. Got the meadows. You got this cool cliffside, so we've got view on view, basically. We have mountains over there. Or are they? What is over there? I guess just the... Oh, that's how high the areas over there are? Oh my god. That's cool. That's very cool. Let's check out this Eikthyr interior, yeah? See if we can find anything cool in there. I love a good feather cape from the mountainside. Maybe there's gonna be some neat villages inside too. That would be nice. I'm all out of turnips too. Okay, let's just carve straight through this interior. Let's go see Eikthyr. Let's just go straight through up past spawn. See what's going on. And then that way I can just continue out over here across this river. Okay, let's go scouting for fields. So, the good way to scout for fields is look for sky. Look for blue sky in this forest. There's blue sky. Blue sky. And yeah, we have a field here. Quite a decent field. We've got some coastline over there, it seems. Connects back over here. Back to that river. That's cool. And then there's more field over that way. More field over that way. That's really cool. This is a mega field. When you see all these fields that are like interconnected with each other, there's more field over here. I call that a mega field. It's not an official name, but it's just really good for finding a bunch of resources. Like, just continuously seeing like blue sky through this area. It's like, we got field up here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Oh, I'm heading the wrong direction. That's what I get for just following random field. Let's find a decent spot to get rested. This little aesthetic spot. That'll do. Free shelter. And we got a field right there. Although I've already explored most of that, so we'll just continue north. Not too much going on. Maybe there's stuff over here and here. Good chance of it. Villages, you know. And here as well. I'll explore those maybe later. Maybe not. I do want to really get into the non-meadows biomes, you know. Oh, I said I'd grab Eikthyr too. Whoops. Been busy making other videos and making my Elden Ring character too. Okay, new land. Here we go. Oh my god, what a sick spot. Again, and just another really cool building spot. This ridge here. Excellent spot. I think the other one is better just because proximity to spawn and everything, but this is still pretty close, like really close. Yeah, this is really close to that. I mean, decent river too. I don't know, man. This could be really good. We've got Black Forest and stuff up here. Lovely area. Lovely area. Oh, and Black Forest over here. Damn. We've got a beehive over there. I can see it sticking out right there. Let's see. Let's check out this Black Forest. I said I wanted to see non-meadows biomes. And here we go. See if this island chain over there has got anything cool going on. Okay, this is gonna take me all the way over there, but that's fine. Let's do it. Islands on islands on islands. I like it. I like it a lot. A little bit of swimming. Yeah. All sorts of tiny islands. And then that connects over there, which is part of the mainland again. Or just part of this area. I guess not technically mainland. Let's head back down south so we can go out that way. Swim 25, I'll take it. Ah, the beauty of jump 100, man. Run in jump 100. It's a wonderful thing. It's a cool spot. Black Forest build spots are really hard to come across if you're not doing like no raids, passive mobs type of deal. Like actually finding a good one for progression like I did during my latest Deathless playthrough is tough, man. You gotta be really ready for like wandering trolls and shit. And just again, it's the thing about location. Gotta have good location. Like these little islands are good, but only if they're really isolated, and then you want them to be near other shit like spawn and such. Unless you already have your portals ready, but yeah, gotta be careful. Like that spot might be actually really cool. That little island there. Oh no, fog! Oh man. This is gonna kill my views. Oh, hello. Mr. Troll. Ah yes, I am wet game. I'm in water. Oh, you're not dead. I do want to see what's going on with this tiny island over here. That would be a really good Black Forest build spot. It's not too far from spawn. Even with, like, everything going on around spawn. Like, fields and boars and shit. If you got a portal, like, that'd be a decent spot right here. You could build bridges and shit. Fortify them. Oh, come on, I want to do some log running. Yeah. Let's see what this is all about. Uh-oh. Just a nice little spot. That's it. That really is all there is to it. Single tree here. Very cool. Alright, let's head back now. Try to still see some more Black Forest spots. If I think I see a nice river, I'll plop the carve down again. Oh, I think I should give context to Hiller's Quest rating other than just what I already did. Like, what I did was good in order to rank it decently low, but the question is, like, what would I rank really high for a Valheim update? I take into account, as previously mentioned, like, teaser context and everything, and, like, easy layups missed and such. But I also take into account just, like, the density of good stuff to bad within the update. How much good versus how much meh is there. And my 10 out of 10 update would be the route update on Thanksgiving 2021. Ooh, a village. That update was just phenomenal. Heads to tails, just absolutely incredible. And it was small, yes, but they've only just done and expanded on the impact over time that update has brought. Like, abominations, man. Such a cool mob. They buffed them. There's so much interaction going on with them in, like, the swamp environment with, like, crypts and large roots and swirling geysers. The strategies to fight them, axe and sword, so much going on. The actual visual of them, and of course the mechanical rewards and aesthetic rewards. There's mechanical rewards and aesthetic rewards. You don't have to sacrifice one or the other. You can have both. From one mob, from the drops of one mob. And there's just been even more mechanical rewards that have been given over time. So, the Arbalest made from root. Just amazing. Phenomenal item. The king of burst damage, and it's probably going to remain so come Ashlands once we have much better visibility to the Mistlands. It's going to be even better. This looks like maybe a Draugr? No, it's a regular village. Wow. It's the second village in this area. That's cool. Any maypoles? No. Good village, though. Close to the coast. Not too close to spawn, unfortunately. But you can work with that. I mean, the sailing routes in this area are phenomenal. Even then, it's like you put a portal down if you just want it to be about spawn. Totally fine. Yeah, route update 10 out of 10. Simple. Frost caves are like an 8 out of 10. I would have them as a 10 out of 10 if the chest loot was better. And honestly, all they needed to do was to, like, add wolf pelt to the chests. That's it. Unironically, that's it. That's all you needed to do. It's that easy. So it's unfortunate that they haven't gone back and just done that, but man, what a good update Frost Caves was. Like, Fenrir's gear is so strong. Actually going in and, like, getting all the bronze and shit. Like, so many good mats in there. Even without good chest mats, there's so many good mats in there. It's just a really fun time. Just going in and adventuring in those dungeons anyway. Whoops. It's raining. My bad. Here, let's get more wood just for workbench purposes. Workbench and fire purposes. Wonder if we'll be able to see Thor. I wonder. But yeah, just a phenomenal update. Frost Caves. Again, it was a small update that didn't take that much time. That's just has mechanical rewards. It's fun to play. It's just really good. There's a lot of depth and strategy to it. There's like hidden shit going on too. It's just a good ass update. I love Frost Caves. If they had made as much content as Frost Caves with the same quality as like the Root update, it would be just legendary. I don't know what else to say. It's just so good. Man, I hope this fog goes away. I feel like I'm missing some cool views. Ooh, no rain though. Come on. I'm just gonna drink some water. I'm trying to think what examples I had for stuff in Black Forest Age for like a potential Brenna reward. I think like a fire sledge would be good. But Stagbreaker already kind of straddles a line between Meadows and Black Forest anyway. Fire battle axe. Maybe. Probably just like early fire crossbow would be sick early on. Yeah, that'd probably be my choice. Could you imagine, like, oh man, from Gearhoffa, like, what would it be? What would it be? Frost something. My mind goes to Atgear, but that would be so absurd. It would be a little bit of a different playstyle. Because you wouldn't have as much staggering. It would still build up, and you would be able to build it up over time with the frost slowdown effect, but your playstyle would be... like, the optimized, incentivized playstyle would be so different. And I actually kind of really like that. No, Frost Atgear would be sick. That would be a great side grade. Man, I wish I could see shit. Oh, shipwreck. Cool. Very nice. Oh, shipwrecks on the seed. I wonder if I'm going to get into the plane soon with this. There's a lot of vertical movement. Seem to have struck a decent sized island here without many rivers or anything. Now what's over there now? Maybe nothing? I don't know. This fog is awful. Please let it be daytime soon. I hope there's a mountain in the interior so that I can get good views. The fog is starting to dissipate. Very good. Ooh, the swamps there. What else is the view? Okay, so we have an island just over there as well. It just will look so cool there. Alright, we're starting to turn a little bit. That's interesting. More meadows, huh? Or is that a plains birch? It's probably more meadows, right? This is like the outermost layer of... Oh! I was about to say this is like where Draugr villages or Hildir could be. But we got Haldor. Okay. I'll check him out. Let's make a detour. Say no more. That'll definitely be a good view. Let's keep it going. A Grey Dwarf nest there. Aw, yes, that's cool. He's at the elevated part. Oh, look at this. Look at the elevation. Look at the generation. Haldor's in a sick spot. He's like, I've terraformed this place to my liking. That's cool. Nice little elevated merchant spot. I've never seen one like this. Hey, Haldor. I want this lantern. This was a missed opportunity in the Mistlands. A missed opportunity? Haha. This lantern could explain why he got out of the mist, and it's a perfect mix between the blue of like a Mistwalker and the yellow of the Dvergr lantern. I mean, look at this shit. Tell me that this isn't just like a wisp lantern. It's even got the particles around it. Like, come on, dog. There's no way he didn't use this to get out. What did he say about your sister? Huh? Were you just dropping lore on me? Bespoke, but they'll do the job. Yeah. Dude, I wish we got that lantern recipe so bad. I want that lantern so badly. I have a lantern right beside me that I got recently because my family out in Minnesota got me a Amazon gift card for my birthday, so it's just like, fuck it, gonna buy a cool ass lantern. I love lanterns, and I wish we got this one. My first suggestion early on was that this could be a Desquito trophy use, and that we could use this with iron and make a or no, it was that and iron. I was like, okay, well maybe huh? How sad did you fart again? Adorable. Thank you, Halcyon. That was my first suggestion. And then when Crystal was added in, I was like, oh, it's over. It's so over. We'll be able to make this. And then we didn't. So I put in the new suggestion, adding Crystal to the recipe. And then in the Mistlands, we got the actual Dvergr lanterns and the recipes. And I was satisfied, but still, I was like, really? We can't? Like, what are you saying? Yes. Hang on, lore, a family, your whole family. Well, it explains Hildir. It explains like where you get your crafts from, but like, there's maybe in the oceans we'll find Dvergr settlements that are still somewhat bustling. I don't know, man. That's so cool to me. Well, you know, oh man. Anyway, what are you saying? For the fancy stuff. Dude, you got fancier stuff than her. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? You got great stuff. Especially once we start killing bosses, dude. But yeah, I could have sworn that we'd get this lantern, and we still have not. It's so disappointing. I also think, like, Hildir's caravan would have been sick, too. Just the double locks caravan. Oh my god. I can understand it might be a pain in the ass to code, like a locks cart. That's why the Dvergr carts in the Mistlands, it's like, we didn't get those. Another easy layup missed, tragically. But, it's like, come on. Someday add that shit in, please. Please add that shit in someday. But, yeah, here. Let's just Let's put the harness back on. Just sit down. Why am I sitting? Come on. Let's get the lantern in sight. Ooh, can I get the angle such that the barrel is in front and I'm like almost hiding? It's tough. Oh, the game doesn't want me to do that. Let's... Almost like I'm staring up at the lantern. Maybe from the side, that would look better. Like, maybe like... Oh, this is tough. I'm trying to get like a cool angle here. That'll do. We'll try for another one just for variety's sake. Maybe from this side, from this angle. But I don't see my own lantern like that. Oh, it's tough. Anyway. Nice. Cool. Alright. With that, I'd say this episode is done. Next episode, for real, I'll have more food, but also Eikthyr proper. And I'll try to find some, like, planes or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll start sailing out, trying to find really cool mountain stuff. I really want to see plain stuff. Who have you met? I need to know this lore. I need to know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys some other time. Let me know what you think of Hilda's Quest. Bye.